Phones. We love our phones. Personally, I could not live without my phone. Even when I'm talking on the phone, there are times when I don't realize that my phone is to my ear, so I begin to panic and look for my phone because that is how attached I am to it. My phone basically has my life on it. It has all my photos, all my contact information that I need, and a whole bunch of information that I need and want. That's actually kind of scary now that I think of it. But anyway, phones are important. With all of our personal information on our phones, it would be terrible for that information to somehow to be leaked or even worse, stolen. In today's world, anything seems possible. And yes, there was unfortunately a major case in the UK when phone hacking happened. In 2005, scandals started to break out. There was not that many cases before then because smartphone devices haven't even been around for that long, so people were still learning how to even use it. Journalists at British newspapers are accused of making payments to police and hacking into the phones of celebrities, lawmakers, royalty, murder victims, and other figures in the news. Most cases involve News Corp's News of the World, but The Sun as well as minor group publications have also settled cases. Several different cases came about within the scandal, but then it all tied down to the core of the hacking scandal. Here's a brief timeline of phone hacking events. In 2005, British tabloid News of the World Now prints a story about Prince William injuring his knee, prompting royal officials to complain to the police of probable voicemail hacking. August 2006, Now editor Clive Goodman and private investigator Glenn McClure are arrested for illegal phone hacking. January 26, 2007, Goodman and McClure are convicted of conspiracy to hack into the voicemails of royals and are jailed. Andy Coulson, editor of Now, claims to be unaware of hacking, but still resigns. July 2007, Goodman and McClure sue Now for wrong dismissal. Goodman receives $80,000 and McClure receives an undisclosed amount. Coulson is hired as Director of Communications for Conservative Party leader David Cameron, who becomes UK Prime Minister in May 2010. January 26, 2011, British Metropolitan Police launch a new investigation into voicemail hacking allegations at Now. July 8, 2011, Coulson is arrested on claims relating to phone hacking and corruption. Goodman, the paper's former royal correspondent who served a 4-month jail term in 2007, is also arrested on corruption allegations. July 10, 2011, the tabloid shut down, issuing a full-page apology for the phone hacking scandal on page 3. The cover says, "Thank you and goodbye." July 15, 2011, Rebekah Brooks, Chief Executive Officer of News International, resigns. Les Hilton, former chairman News International, resigns as head of the Dow Jones division of the News Group Corp and the publisher of the Wall Street Journal. He was Brooks' predecessor at News International. July 17, 2011, Brooks is arrested by London police on charges of suspicion of corruption and conspiracy to intercept communications. She's released on bail after 12 hours. Sir Paul Stevenson, Metropolitan Police Commissioner and the UK's highest-ranking policeman, resigns, and the growing controversy and speculation that London police were involved in the phone hacking scandal. This comes after revelation that former Now executive editor Neil Wallace later became a communications consultant for the police. July 4, 2014, after being found guilty of conspiracy, Coulson is sentenced to 18 months in prison. He is released in less than 5 months. April 17, 2015, British prosecutors dropped charges against 9 defendants, including Coulson, awaiting trial on charges they paid officials for information. This marks the end of prosecutions against Coulson. February 5, 2018, actor Hugh Grant settles a phone hacking case against Mirror Group newspapers, which owns the Daily Mirror, Sunday Mirror, and Sunday People. The company had admitted to all 3 newspapers had hacked into his voicemails. After a thorough analysis, we have decided that there is insufficient evidence to provide a realistic prospect of a conviction and therefore no further action will be taken in any of these cases. Alison Sanders, a director of public prosecutions, said in a statement, "These decisions bring the CPS's involvement in current investigations into phone hacking to a close." This can relate back to the times of just personal theft. Some prominent leaders that date back several years ago could have different opinions about the phone hacking scandal. For example, Aristotle will look at the journalists' works and their daily duty and make an observation from there. Who knows if they got so in tune with their job that they want to do whatever it would take to fulfill the job to the fullest. In another regards, Plato's work is greater demonstrated in this media ethic situation. The journalist's vivacious thinking calls them danger to their work. Even though Plato might seem his ideas played out, he will not put all the blame on the journalist because he still believes that they know what is wrong and what is right, regardless of their scandalous actions in which they were irrationally thinking. Now, we all probably have our phones either in our hand or somewhere close by. We have passcodes and Face ID and Touch ID and many other tools that not only yourself should know to get into your own personal device, but it is a shame that some people can surpass our security. But hopefully those people learn their lessons and then this may never happen again.